Hey guys, StarCraft here, and today, well, one, you're not seeing my face at all, partially because it's just way too hot. I'm not able to do anything from my car, and I really want to get this out as soon as I can. And second of all, I'm not really looking the greatest, so I figured I'd just do this one right here and now, and on my break, and because I really want to talk about this. The final issue of Batman Damned is out, and with it, things are answered. At first I thought it didn't make any sense, but after reading through it all and then looking back, I got things figured out. Now, I may do a full review, I may not, but this case, I'm going to be doing one of my theories videos. And I'm pretty sure this is pretty dang concrete, but just to be sure, I'm still going to do this as a theory video because, who knows, I could be way off the mark. The thing about Batman Damned is, the final issue especially finally confirms this is a sequel to the Brian Azzarello, Lee Bermejo Joker graphic novel. It very much, at the right here in this page right here, you actually even see the, that page where we left off at the end of that graphic novel. And we find out what happened next. Joker had stabbed Batman. We saw that, but we find out how bad it was. And, well, Batman went with all of his might, punched the Joker, and Joker basically was hanging on for dear life, and Batman let him fall because he knew the stab was fatal, and that it was going to cause, Joker, he didn't know what Joker would do if he lived, and Batman died, so Batman let him fall. Now, looking back at the beginning, here's what my theory is. Batman's dead. For the majority of this 3-book series, he's dead. And most of the stuff is a fight for his soul. How do I know, and why do I say that? Well, let's go in order, shall we? From where this point was. Batman's been fatally stabbed from a knife. A goddamn knife, as Batman puts it. And so he knows for a fact it's fatal. And we even know this because when he entered into the Batcave with the infamous Batawang, actually that whole panel with the Batawang actually does distract us from a key bit of dialogue, actually. When asked, do you scan, and he's asking his computer to scan his body and it finds nothing, even asks for any evidence of multiple fatal stab wounds. Negative, negative, affirmative, and negative, affirmative, bullshit. Why would he say bullshit? Because he knows he should be dead. And going back now, when we open up, yeah, he was stabbed, they pulled him out of the river and everything. He's still going around to the city a little bit before he collapses in an alley. Sees his parents for a moment, gets up, and now keep in mind, he's in an alley right now. And that's when John Constantine walks right up to him. Then we have a bit of a flashback and everything, and then when he wakes up in Constantine's room, he's healed. Now you think, oh, magic was done to fix it, but nowhere in there is this mention about it. Bruce just accepts it. And that's part of the reason why he said bullshit. But that's the reason why he died in that alley. If Constantine, even in the last issue, says, perhaps you died in the alley and you're in hell. Which, when you really think about it, would explain so much of everything from this point on. From when he woke up or going forward, is that everything becomes more and more hellish. Also, it would actually explain why Harley looked the way she did when that kind of throws in the face of, if this is after the Joker graphic novel, she doesn't look a thing like she did, and it would also explain the autopsy scars. Why would she do that? Because this is Batman's hellish version of Harley. And leading into this issue, we go from Harley to all of a sudden him in a coffin. All of this disjointedness actually makes sense if you take into account that Batman's in hell. Also, I called it. The great guy in the green coat we've been seeing in the other 2 books is the Spectre, but I'll get back to that in a moment. What about the stuff with the Enchantress? Well, first of all, to point out how earlier Deadman had warned Batman, saying that there's a fight for his soul. And yeah, heaven and hell both want him because he's done things in the name of good, but he's done hellish tactics, hence why both sides want him. And, well, the way I see it is the Enchantress is one such demon. Now, whether or not, from what we keep seeing for all this stuff, she had anything to do with him, right down to when she was kind of responsible for his parents getting killed, I don't know if that's true or not. For all we know, she's just manipulating him so she can take him over and take him to hell. Who knows? It's even by the very end, though. Yeah, you have Constantine help him out and shoot her and everything, and then we see basically throughout all of this, Zatanna had sent Batman to when the night his parents died. We don't know if it's in his mind, his soul, through time, but we see young Bruce, and then Constantine, in trying to shoot the Enchantress, shoots Bruce. But the way I see it is that this is more of a case of saying that his soul has been saved from the Enchantress, but he's dead, and young Bruce is dead. One, because you can look at it as the notion that Bruce died that night anyway, and Batman was born. Or you could look at it as it's symbolic of he's already dead. Because, yeah, right now this is all battle for his soul. And then when we finally make it to the end, something that Constantine's been trying to get him to avoid going to, which was going to the morgue and see the Joker, that's where we get the explanation of what everything that's happened. We then have the Spectre judge him very harshly. Basically, and it's the whole notion of that because you let the Joker die and fall to his death before you died, that's damning you. And even Batman says, isn't that a bit harsh? To which Spectre says, was that any different than what you would do? Which is true. If Batman has seen someone let someone else die, he would have no remorse for that person at all. Unless it was a case where they really couldn't do anything. But if it was a case where they could have done something and they did nothing, that would be almost in his own way as harsh. So, fair point there. But yeah, like I said, almost anything you can look and complain about, even the stuff with his parents, that's probably adding a bit more realism to it. But again, as far, with his parent, father being, cheating on his mom and everything, all that stuff, I can kind of see that as, okay, in this continuity, that kind of fits. Again, since this is a sequel to the Joker graphic novel, it would kind of fit. But at the same time, though, just throughout all of this, it explains so much about why so much heaven and hell stuff are coming to Gotham. They're not really there. Batman's already there. So, yeah. That's my theory on everything. Batman's dead, and at the end of it all, he's wherever the Spectre sent him. And we also find out the Joker is still alive. He didn't die. So now we truly do have what Batman feared. A Joker that's alive and Batman that's gone. Who knows where this is going to go, if at all. And I gotta say, I do find it funny. Lieber Mayhew said that this was a spiritual sequel. In a way, he's right. It's a sequel that deals with the spiritualness of everything. So, yep. That's all I gotta say here. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I might do a proper review on all this. Although I think I went over enough that maybe not. I probably will still. So until then, guys, that's my theory, and I'll see you next time.